Now, we all know that narcissistic rage can tell you a lot about the character of the person that you're dealing with. All the name calling and cussing you out and screaming and yelling and fighting tells you just how toxic that person actually is. Tells you how immature and unstable they are. But what we typically don't talk about is what that narcissistic rage says about you and your character. And yes, the narcissistic rage that you've experienced has some things to say about you, and it's not what you think. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. So what does the narcissistic rage have to say about you? What can you learn about yourself coming out of a toxic relationship with a person who has yelled and cussed and screamed and insulted you? Well, let's talk about the insults. Because you've come out of the toxic situation feeling inferior. Because everything about you has been insulted. Narcissists will insult everything from your clothing fashion to the music you like to listen to the type of phone you like to use. You like iPhones? Well, guess what? The narcissist is going to put that down and let you know how ridiculous and dumb and stupid iPhones are. Not because they're bad, but because you like it. And again, it's easy to feel like you are inferior. But that's the farthest thing from the truth. The reason narcissists are attacking and insulting everything about you is because you refuse to be inferior. And that's the truth. Because your very presence and the way in which you live your life and you enjoy the things that you have in life from an inside place, meaning you selected it. You enjoy a particular type of music because it moves you. You enjoy food because it tastes good to you. You use a certain phone because you like the functionality of it and you're confident in your selections. And this bothers narcissists because you refuse to be inferior. You refuse to allow them and the things that they like to be the best and to be superior. And so therefore they insult everything about you because it's the only thing they can do to feel good about the things they like around you. And to be honest with you, narcissists don't even typically have things that they genuinely like. They move like chameleons and jump back and forth to whatever's popular, whatever so-and-so's talking about. They don't have something from the inside of themselves that they find functionality for, nothing sustaining anyways. They like something one day and hate it the next. You, on the other hand, you find something sustainable. You like the functionality of something and you stick with it. And this bothers them. And the reason is because you find something and you work with it until it is superior for your needs. And again, narcissists hate this. So again, they insult you not because you're inferior, but because you refuse to be inferior and you refuse to go along with what they say. And they need to feel like they're superior. Let's talk about narcissists who attack you or threaten you. And narcissists do a great job of attacking in a threatening way, puffing out their chest, acting tough, talking about violence and hostility and all this weird stuff. And you might feel weak in the situation because you choose to turn and walk away. You're not walking away because you're weak. And as a matter of fact, narcissists are not attacking you and threatening you because you're weak, even though that's how you might feel. The truth is they're attacking you because you're strong, because your very presence is a threat to them. Narcissists live in this place where they feel oppressed. They're constantly a victim. They are oppressed by the world around them. You having what you have, you being independent, puts them in a position where they feel like you are oppressing them simply because they're not you. This bothers them. They feel weakened in the situation because of their oppression, because of your independence. It oppresses them. Your strength. And believe me, there is strength in independence. If you are an independent person, you are strong because you don't need to fit in. You don't need them in order to feel good about yourself. You don't need a connection with the toxic people, though they make it seem like you need them in your life, you don't, and they know it. And as a result, it oppresses them to know that they're not needed. It oppresses them to know that you are secure in yourself. And so they fight you, and they threaten you. So far, there's two things that we've discovered, that we've talked about. The reason you're insulted is because you refuse to be inferior. The reason you are attacked is because you are strong and independent. Both these things are triggering to narcissists. And finally, the reality of why narcissists ultimately hate you. This has everything, again, to do with your independence. Not only that, but it has to do with your inner joy, your gratitude in life, your gratefulness, your contentness, if you will. You are content in this life. You're grateful for who you are. You're grateful for the connections that you have. These are things that narcissists typically do not have. They don't experience these things. They don't have this inner joy. Their joy is only experienced by the people they surround themselves with, who either worship them or idolize them. This is why they constantly need to be fed that supply. They need that fuel, because that is what makes them feel good. Without that, they wither away and die. But you, on the other hand, you're self-fulfilled. And many of you are fulfilled because of your relationship with the Lord, who fills you up. However the case may be, you are full from the inside out. You're living from the inside out. Your joy is genuine joy. Your laughter is genuine laughter. And nothing bothers a narcissist more than genuine laughter. How many of you have seen a narcissist walk away in disgust because you laughed, and it looks like they got punched in the gut? They can't stand it. They hate it because they don't have that. If they are not receiving the attention from outside, they feel worthless, and they hate you and resent you because you don't require outside validation. Now, I know that you feel weakened, you feel inferior, and you might even feel a little anger and resentment inside of you, but nothing compared to what the narcissist feels. So let the hatred that the narcissist has expressed to you, let all of their attacks and all of their insults do this one thing. Let it reveal to you just how, number one, how awesome you are, but how different you are. Most importantly, that you are to have nothing to do with them. Narcissists have chosen to live in this dark place. They can get out of this dark pit if they want to, the dark pit that makes them feel like they have to be tough all the time. Many of them don't want to, because they've grown comfortable and safe in this darkness. But now you, on the other hand, are a light, and unfortunately, you dabbled around and experienced some of the dark world. But the reality is you need to get back into the light, and light has nothing to do with darkness. You cannot be a light in the darkness. Don't buy into this whole thing of, well, be a light in the darkness. Listen, a light in darkness will not be seen. A light in darkness is surrounded by darkness. The only way a light is seen is if it's divided by separated from the darkness. The darkness can see your light, right? Light surrounds itself with light. Darkness surrounds itself with darkness. I want to be a part of your healing journey, help you understand this further in this new year. Down below, you can find access to one-on-one coaching. We could do a telephone call. We could also do FaceTime or WhatsApp video consultations. Also, down below, you'll find access to Royal We Fellowship, which is every Saturday morning, an in-depth Bible study. This is Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Time. That's Shabbat. And we are exploring the Bible from our understanding of this toxic world and the narcissism that exists within it. It is unlike any other Bible study you've been a part of. You can find the link to that channel down below amongst the coaching links. In addition to that, we have Monday Night Live Chat, which is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is where we come together as a community. You can ask any question that you want. You can call me for free as long as you know that you're going to be on a live show. And again, I look forward to making more videos, and I will be back right here on the Royal We. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that stuff as well. And I'll be back.